Hello, and welcome back once again to Ranking of Saturn, part 21. We have three more games to look at. The average quality of the games this week are, I would say, moderately better than the three games we played last week. I really hope so, because the three games we played last week were not incredible. So, let's get to it. The first game... Hang on. Okay, the first game we're going to look at... Close this... Bring up the capture. Oh, I should also mention, today I am experimenting with a new capture device I have purchased and am in the process of making use of a new upscaler. We're not using the FrameMeister today, we're using something a little bit different. And it's it does one specific thing better than the FrameMeister. One specific thing that the FrameMeister is very bad at, this can do very well. But everything else, it's kind of a trade-off. And why is this gone back to... Okay, I want it in limited range. There we go. Not full range. Full range makes the image contrast way too high. Hang on. Okay, there we go. It seems to have stuck that time. Okay. You kind of have to futz with it a bit more than I'd like. Out of the box, the FrameMeister's out-of-the-box preset modes are 90% of everything you could ever want. Maybe occasionally, for some outside fringe cases, you do some slight tweaking. This new device requires tweaking. You have to get in there, otherwise you're going to end up with less than perfect image quality. And also, there's a fun little quirk. For some reason, the output from this thing wants to judder up and down ever so slightly. In a way that is not welcome. But we're ironing out the bugs. We're ironing them out. Hopefully I can... It did it again. Hopefully I can figure out what is causing these problems and figure out ways around them. Or we might not use this too often in the future. So, anyway. The first game we're going to look at today is a little game from Core Design. Core Design is back, and this time they've brought us a tank sim in the form of Shellshock. And this cover art is doing wonders with my green screen setup. So that's, you want to see the proper cover art, there it is. Oh god. Okay. I mean, the basic image quality I'm getting out of this thing, this new upscaler, is pretty good. In terms of sharpness, it's on par with the FrameMeister. But it's like... Color balance needs to be constantly fiddled with. Brightness and contrast needs to be constantly fiddled with. Has that fun thing where the image likes to very slightly jump up and down.
A special forces unit protecting a civilian convoy comes under heavy artillery fire. All requests for tactical support from U.S. intelligence are denied, and the unit declared expendable. The convoy is destroyed. only 5 men survive. A 5-man mercenary unit is operating out of the derelict state correctional facility on Jackson Island. Calling themselves the Wardens, they are uncompromisingly committed to combating terrorism, fighting oppression, and exposing corruption worldwide. In a world without justice, they are the last line of defense. They call me the man. I take care of their business.
Okay. Shellshock is a complicated game culturally. So this game is very it's a tank sim, but it's a tank sim that is very heavily influenced stylistically by like American hip-hop culture as filtered through a British video game developer. So oh boy. And you have this this front end menu is interesting.
So you the main brother dog says I'm to be sitting with. The man must think you's up to the job, but I'm holding back my opinion on that. 'Cause getting respect from the wardens ain't a given, you know. You gots to freak to earn it, see?
Okay. Name is Detour. I really hope this Judd, I figure out a way to stop this weird little judder that keeps happening, because it's quite annoying. Talk 911.
Say what up? Allow me to introduce myself, 'cause y'all gonna need my number if you get into a fix or something. See, they call me 911. You got a problem? You just call on 9. 'Cause y'all need to know that if it got wings, I be flying it. If it got the funk, I be playing it. So remember, in a bind, call 911. Know what I mean? Hey.
Okay. Simulation room. I imagine the entire soundtrack to this is Red Book Audio. So as far as I can tell, the soundtrack to this game I think is not licensed. I do not know. I cannot get confirmation whether or not the soundtrack to this game is original or licensed. So, and I do not have my knowledge of 90s hip hop is extremely fucking meager. So I could not tell you if I recognise any of these tracks or not. So. Hello? Okay, anyway, let's get out of here. Okay. Back out. Workshop area. Props.
Good to see you finally got here, Holmes. You need anything? 'Cause if you want it, I most likely got it. Ordnance, weapons, high tops, boots, microwave ovens, VCRs. If you name it, I can get it. Or at least I know someone who can. And you know, by the way, I'm Props, the weapons man with a steady hand. Comprende? Later, amigo.
Okay. Hang on. Briefing room. Appears to be where the game is forcing us to go. Lockers. Okay. So these lockers appear to be how you load and save your game. Briefing room. Dog tag.
Yo, man, I'm putting you in Predator 1 with Detour. Since you're still wet behind the ears and don't know the power of the M13. Right now, I'm figuring out the final details for the mission. So check back at 0900 and let me be right now.
Okay. Briefing room.
Okay, I'll give you an example. Blade Runner.
What are you saying, DT? That was never a book.
Step off, man. Philip K. Dick wrote it. You tell him.
Detour, Philip K. Dick never wrote no book called Blade Runner.
Damn straight. He wrote a book called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And Ridley Scott turned it into the movie Blade Runner.
Okay, men, keep it down and listen up.
What does that have to do with anything?
This recruit, whom I assume you all know by now. I'll rebrief the background once again on the situation in Mosvia Vatska. When the East European Communist bloc broke up in the 1980s, civil war broke out in Slavnia between the three regions of Lubinia, Slovica, and Motsvia. These three regions are now fighting for dominance in the disputed territory of Mosvia Vatska, a place we'd all rather forget about. Unfortunately, the man won't let us forget about it. As a matter of fact, he's got a few words to say on the matter.
Mosvia Vatska, a nightmare name that I'm sure brings back many horrific memories for all of you. After a year of relative peace, the civil war has begun once again with such ferocity that the UN is still debating the proper political response. Well, I know what the best strategical response is, and the accompanying tactics are here in my hands. Repeated attacks on aid convoys in East Lubinyer and subsequent stockpiling of aid by the military on all sides has resulted in starvation and disease. UN supply convoys are being stopped from entering the city of Karanova in northern Slovakia. A Mosfian armored division is laying siege to the city, and the aid's not getting through to the people it's meant for. What you've got to do is to get in there and break the siege, and that means taking out the entire armored division. Stay alive out there, men. That is all. Good luck.
Is everybody clear on that? Good. Okay. Recruit, you're with Detour and Predator 1. 911, fuel up to Charlie 130. Let's do it!
Okay.
Hey, don't look so down, Green. At least you's getting a trip to Europe. All expenses paid. See you on the plane. Let's move.
Okay, finally. I keep getting, like, weird. I'm not convinced that the image quality is what it should be. Hang on a sec. I'm a little bit weirded out. One moment. Let me just... Just turn it up a little bit. Okay. That will disappear by itself in a couple seconds. Yeah. That looks a bit better. You can actually see, like, most of the image isn't entirely consumed by darkness. You can actually see some of the darker colour tones.
Way to do it, man.
Alright, so... we're in a tank. And... oh my god.
Yo, way to go!
Okay, so... you can turn left and right and move forward and backwards with the D-pad, and you can turn the turret with the left and right shoulder buttons. But of course, if you do that, you need to remain aware of what your movement directions are doing as well. So you have to, like, get pretty good at staying aware of what forward is when the turret is rotated. See, with A you can switch between weapons. You've got the cannon and the main gun right now. C button does nothing. X button brings up like a top-down view. It's not that useful, to be honest.
Eat that, sucker!
Okay. You kind of have to be careful. This game is not very forgiving. You kind of have to make full use of your shooting range, and the tank is not quite maneuverable enough to take on enemies at close range and get out unscathed. Fuck.
That's the way to do it, man.
So you kind of have to make full use of your turret turning abilities.
way to do it, man.
Okay. Keep an eye on the radar with the red dots. Okay, dude.
Yo, way to go!
There's a dude here somewhere. On the other side of these buildings. Oops.
Eat that, sucker!
Okay. Rotate back to normal. Alright, so this will give you also a visual, the orientation of your tank as well. I would really like this to, like, a way to zoom out. You can only zoom all the way in or zoom ever so slightly out, which is not useful. I would very much like a faraway view. Can I cross that, or is that going to kill me? I don't know. Visually, this game is basic.
That's the way to do it, man. Yo, way to go!
Remember, this is the same company that put out like Virtual Golf and Thunderhawk 2. And compared to those two games, this game is graphically basic.
Eat that, sucker! That's the way to do it, man.
Oh man. Getting a little low on rounds now, got to be careful. I see 3 enemies. I have no idea if there's a way to regain ammunition. So there might not be a way for us to get more ammo, so... Oh god, there's a thing behind me. I have no idea what it is. It's a proper tank. I missed.
Eat that, sucker!
Okay. 7 shots. Got to make them count. What is this? That was something, I don't know what it was. It made a noise. It didn't give us more ammo, but it made a noise. There's another one here. What is this? What are these? Pickups of some kind. Are you kidding me?
That's the way to do it, man.
Okay. Oh no, that's not ammo. That's enemies remaining. I've just realised. Okay, that's fine then. Ammo is not limited. It's fine. That's just enemies left to kill. All right, I'm far less stressed out now. So I just noticed that counter only goes down when enemies are successfully offed. Come on, you're just hiding behind this.
Yo, way to go!
Okay. Okay. 5 enemies left to take out. Where are they? Okay, I see one. I see 3. I see 4. Oops. That guy over there is not really moving, so might as well.
That sucker!
Take him out while he's not moving.
That's the way to do it, man.
These APCs are kind of useless. Okay. Who in their right mind would want to take on a tank in an APC? Like, are you mad? Are you suicidal? If you're driving an APC and you encounter an enemy tank, you get the fuck out of there. This game also came out on PlayStation and MS-DOS. But it... hang on. It had tons of different publishers. This guy's being a pain. Stay still, you motherfucker. There we go. Right. One guy left. Where is he? Oh, that's cool. So, if you ever wanted to quickly recenter your turret, holding down both shoulder buttons will automatically recenter the turret. Good to know. Good to know. Cool. Now we're just kind of driving around looking for this last... looking for this last dude. See, this is the kind of situation that a proper map, like a full scale map would be really good for, because then I could easily tell where I've been and where I haven't been. But this is not useful unless there's like a way to, there's like a control that I'm not aware of. Nope. Not a very good map. Not very useful. Right, let's try this bridge. Is there something the other side of this bridge? Oh, I accidentally left the mission area. But the problem is when the
No dice, man. You just ain't got it.
problem is when if you're moving full steam, you're moving full speed. By the time that message appears, it's already too late, because the amount of time it takes for you to slow down, it's too long for you to not then exit the mission area. That sucks. This is the kind of thing that, like, you know, like I said, a map would like alleviate, but yeah. Skip this. Let's try again. Fuck off. I don't want you to hear this conversation again. Like the basic like mechanics are like okay. They're just a little bit basic, and like this game kind of looks. I'm being a little bit mean when I say this, but this game kind of looks like a really nice Mega CD game.
That's the way to do it, man.
Like this game looks like it's graphically in the same league as the original Thunderhawk, which is a little strange to say. All the enemies are sprites.
Eat that, sucker! That's the way to do it, man.
Yeah, I would put this game, in terms of its visual fidelity, somewhere between Thunderhawk 1 and Thunderhawk 2.
Oh, way to go!
A little bit closer to Thunderhawk 1. Oh my god, the street lights.
Eat that, sucker!
Dude.
That's the way to do it, man.
So now that I know we don't have to worry about ammo, I'm just gonna blast away.
Yo, way to go!
Get out of my way, tree. Oh my god. I'm stuck. Ugh. Oh, no, that's not a...
What you doing, Jack?
I took a hit. Okay, I need to get away. I need to...
That's the way to do it, man.
Getting surrounded. That's not good. This is an opportunity, though, to find out if these boxes heal us. No, they do not. They don't give you weapons, and they don't give you health, so I have no idea what they do.
Yo, way to go! Eat that, sucker!
Okay.
That's the way to do it, man. Yo, way to go! Eat that. What you doing, Jack?
go.
That's the way to do it, man.
Oh god.
Yo, way to go.
Okay. 5 guys. I'm going to creep forward because if I go full speed and I accidentally start crossing over mission boundary lines, it's too fucking late. No, I've got a feeling this is not going anywhere. Okay. Maybe that little arrow on my compass is pointing me towards enemies.
Eat that, sucker.
Oh, it is. I think it is. I think it is indeed pointing me towards the next nearest enemy. That's very useful if that's the case. Okay. Getting a bit sloppy, taking some hits. Whatever. Not a lot of maneuverability available on this bridge.
Yo, way to go!
Okay. Okay, do I need to cross this bridge to get to the last guy? No. That just leads to water. Oh, there's a... Okay, he's on my radar. That puts him... What side of the river does that put him on? Shit. Left side, maybe. Okay. I'm not entirely sure the audio is being cleanly it's being output by the new scaler cleanly, because sometimes it sounds like it hitches ever so slightly, and I don't know if that's just a bug with the sound design in the game.
Good work, you guys.
Or if that's a problem with the scaler. So, I'm assuming that's the end of the mission.
Go left, Jack, go left.
Left. Okay, follow the arrow.
Keep going, dead ahead. Go left, Jack, go left.
No dice, man. You
What?
just ain't got it.
I was following the damn arrows. I'm not sure what this game wants from me. I don't know what this game wants from me. I follow the arrows. Complete the mission objectives. You try to follow the arrows and it's just like, fuck you. You did something wrong. We're not going to tell you exactly what, but it's game over. Do it again. Like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't really want to. Game doesn't play well enough for me to care that much. Use earshot.
What up? You the new green boy, huh? My name be Earshot. Pleased to meet you. I run Comtac round here. In case you ain't in the know, that's the code for communications and tactics. See, 'cause bottom line, I'm responsible for the online dissemination of tactical information during your missions. Apparently, the next briefing's at 0900 hours. So look alive, Green, and I'll see you then.
Okay. He's the only thing in this room. What's this last menu option? Climb aboard the tank. Okay, this is like controls. Alright, rotate left, rotate right, forward, reverse, rotate turret, tactical map, zoom map, change target, fire weapon, select weapon, handbrake, turn. What? What? Can you drift in this game? Is drifting a thing in this game? I don't think drifting is something that tanks can do, but if that's an actual mechanic in this game, that's interesting. I really would like to see the next mission, but I have a feeling it's going to be pretty much more of the same, just with a slightly different map and maybe a couple more enemies to shoot. Okay. Third and final attempt. Skip. Skip. Frame rate's fine, I guess. But then again, I would expect the frame rate to be fine with a game that looks this basic. Okay.
Yo, way to go!
All right.
Eat that, sucker!
Oh god.
That's the way to do it, man.
Oh god, your rate of fire is so high.
Yo, way to go! Eat that, sucker!
If the rate of fire in this game was like realistic to how it is in an actual tank, you would only be able to fire like once every 5 seconds. Instead, you can fire like once a second, which is incredibly fast for an actual tank.
That's the way to do it, man. Sucker!
Did I miss?
That's the way to do it, man.
Okay.
Way to go!
Alright, 11.
Eat that, sucker!
Oh.
That's the way to do it, man.
Alright, 9.
Sucker!
7. Another bridge guard, maybe?
That's the way to do it, man!
Oh god!
What you doing, Jack? That's the way to do it, man.
All right.
Yo, way to go!
Okay, 4 more to go. Time I'll try to pay extra close attention to the directions they're giving me.
Eat that, sucker! That's the way to do it, man.
Okay. 2.
Yo, way to go!
All right. Last guy. This direction. Okay.
Eat that, sucker!
Okay.
Go right, man. Go right.
All right, we're heading east. I'm going to pay extra careful attention now.
Dead ahead.
Okay, directly ahead of me. Directly ahead. Across this bridge. Okay, across this bridge.
Go left, Jack. Go left.
Wait, left?
Keep going, dead ahead.
Okay. Alright, so you have to just drive to a very, very, very specific part of the map at the end. Alright. Do they have anything new to say? Now that we've finished the...
Armor ain't that bad, but we ought to fit up some extra plates just to be sure.
Alright, okay, alright. They all have like different like dialogue now between missions. Okay, that's cool, that's interesting.
Ain't so bad. But you know, man, you can push it a little bit more. Stay loose. Relax. You get better with more mission time under your belt.
I mean, we've made progress. We may as well save the game. There we go.
I'm telling you, they was a whole lot bigger when we was kids. Now they making us smaller. And the cream in the middle, it's just too sweet.
It ain't too sweet, it's just fine. And before you say otherwise, the sponge is just as cool too.
When I was a kid, there was no way I could fit one of them yellow suckers in my mouth. Now I'm slamming 2 at a time.
Well, that's 'cause you got one big Twinkie-eating hippo mouth now, and you was just a nappy-headed micro-midget back then.
Okay.
Okay, men, pipe down and listen up. We did a good number on the last mission, but we've got to do an even better number on this one. Most of you know that the situation in Mwanda is heating up, and the bottom line is there's been a power struggle between the two tribes comprising the population of Mwanda, the Maruni and the Batu, for generations. Right now, a Maruni-dominated government is in power. When opposition leader Musumi Lawale of Batu was killed in a plane crash on the eve of the recent elections, the Batu blamed the Maruni. Consequently, that narrow-minded thinking has started a slaughter that's lasted for 6 bloody months. So that's it. Tribal war on a national scale. So pay attention. Here's the man.
Morning, man. Captain Reynolds will have brought you up to date with events in Mwanda, so I won't cover it again. There are 2 dominant tribal warlords holding sway at the moment. Self-styled General Kingdom Tunduru of the Batu, and Kanan Iolo of the Maruni. Occasionally interceding between them, not always in a non-partisan manner, is the Maruni-dominated Mwandan army.
So I guess we're going from Eastern Europe to Africa, Central Africa. Okay.
Resulting in shortage of food and medical supplies. Only token military aid is being offered by the United Nations, and the situation is spiraling out of control. Which is where you loose cannons come in.
Africa, here we come.
Our friends at Langley have located the Batu warlord Tunduru's base in eastern Rwanda, near the border with Malawi. If we go in and hit him hard now before he can move on, we'll definitely put a stop to the attacks on the refugee camps. I expect you all back in one piece. That is all.
Everybody clear on that? Good. Okay, new meat. As usual, you're with Detour and Predator 1. 911, fuel up to Charlie 130. Let's free some G's.
Okay.
Fact is, I'd probably get 3 or 4 of them sponge monsters in my mouth. Anybody else hungry?
Let's go, Nine. You got a plane to catch. You coming, new meat?
Okay, let's have a quick look at this second level. If the gameplay is any different, or if it's just the exact same, just with a different map. So, I saw at the end of that first mission you earn money, so there must be a way to spend that money.
That's the way to do it, man.
I'm assuming at some point you gain the ability to buy new weapons for your tank and outfit them to the tank. Okay.
That's the way to do it, man. Yo, way to go.
Okay, this map appears to be slightly more open than the Eastern European map, so we got some free. You got some free space to run circles around these guys.
That's the way to do it, man.
As long as you're aiming at an angle and you're constantly moving, nothing can really touch you. At least that's how it is in most games like this.
Yo, way to go!
Yes.
Eat that sucker!
Okay, 14. Alright.
That's the way to do it, man. Yo, way eat that sucker.
Okay.
That's the way to do it, man.
Well, these are just
way to go!
regular trucks. Like, they're not even weapons, they're just trucks.
That's the way to do it, man. Way to go! Eat that. What are you doing, Jack?
Oh, I got hit.
That's the way to do it, man. Yo, way to go!
Okay.
Eat that sucker!
Okay. 2 red dots over here.
That's the way to do it, man. Yo, way to go!
Okay. Oh, left. That way. Okay. Still not 100% sure what these pickups even do. Oh, we need to destroy buildings. According to my... objective there on the left. At least I assume that's what he's trying to say. Yeah, look like 9. Can we get through here, or is this... No, this is impassable. Alright. Well, the compass pointer doesn't actually give us a great amount of information here. So we have to kind of guess where the hell we're going. There's another one.
Good work, you guys.
Okay.
Keep going, dead ahead.
Maybe it's money? Maybe these boxes we're picking up represent money? Like, I don't know, cash bonuses? It's possible.
That's the way to do it, man.
Alright. 18,000. Okay. So is there like a way to like upgrade your tank? Workshop area. Oh yeah, look, you can upgrade the tank. That's cool. Tracks, engine, targeting, reloading, SAMs. Okay, so at some point we will encounter aircraft, and if that's the case, we're going to need surface-to-air missiles. But it's not letting us buy anything, so whether this is not how you do it, or maybe we have something we have to unlock, it's not clear. Ah, here we go. Armor repair. Oh, you have to repair your armor between missions. Extra armor, a SAM, reload mechanism, targeting computer, engine upgrade. Here we go. Let's purchase some extra armor.
Got it.
But it doesn't fill out our armor, so armor repair.
You got it. You got it.
Targeting computer. Okay. What that actually does for us, I'm not sure. Alright, but anyway, that's enough. That's enough. I think I've seen enough. We played this game for an hour. Yeah, that's enough. That is Shellshock. I don't know, it seems fine. It seems fine. It seems fine. So, where's it going on the list? It's a perfectly acceptable, simple tank, if a bit simple, tank sim with upgrade mechanics and some extra effort put into character work than a typical tank sim. I like it more than Clockwork Knight 2. I like it more than Victory Boxing. I think it's a better game than the Mansion of Hidden Souls. It's a better game than the Saturn version of Myst. I would take it over a FIFA 96. I would take it over an NHL All-Star Hockey. I like it more than Gex. Here we go. Here's the thing. Firestorm Thunderhawk 2 is seemingly it's a much more like visually complicated looking game. Like technically, there's a lot more going on visually in Thunderhawk 2 than there is in this game. Like this game is visually quite basic. Like I said earlier, it kind of like visually it reminds me more of Thunderhawk 1 on the Mega CD than Thunderhawk 2, which is a little bit damning, but you know, it's not. I'm just guessing this was just like a smaller project with like a smaller budget. I'm guessing Thunderhawk 2 was more of a bigger budget title for Core than this was. But it's kind of, I don't know, Thunderhawk 2 is a similar type of game, but a bit more complicated in both its visuals and its gameplay. Let's put a ceiling on this. I don't like it as much as Magic Carpet. I don't like it as much as Wipeout. I found Valora Valley Golf more interesting. So it's here somewhere. I think I might like it more than Thunderhawk 2. Thunderhawk 2 has got like more going on in terms of like mission design. That from what we've seen in Shellshock, that it's possible the missions get a bit more complicated later on, but it's not, you know. I doubt they get that much more complicated than drive tank to location and shoot a thing. But I think, I don't know, the basic interaction is a little bit more satisfying than with Thunderhawk 2. Thunderhawk 2's got a lot more going on, but it's also got like weird things that annoy me, like the auto aiming in that game always somehow manages to automatically aim at the wrong target. It's not aiming at the thing I'm directly looking at, it's aiming at something off to the side, and it's really frustrating when that happens. And there aren't really any characters in Thunderhawk 2. You've got your your mission briefing guy, and that's it. That's the only character in the game. Oh, and there's the guy who talks to you over the radio during a mission, but they're not really characters. They're just voices. They don't have names, really. You don't know who they are as people. Whereas Shellshock seems to be attempting to like introduce you to a cast of characters who have personalities and things that drive them. So, which is interesting. I like that. So I think I like it more than Thunderhawk 2. I think I do. I think Virtua Fighter 1 is a better game. As clunky and unrefined as it is, I think Virtua Fighter 1 is kind of a more like expertly crafted experience. Let me think on that. Let me think about that, actually. Yeah. Sure. Sorry about that. Outside traffic being loud again. Yeah, okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, I think Virtua Fighter 1 overall is a better game, I think, than Shellshock, even though I'm... Yeah, it is. Yeah. So is it better or worse than Panzer Dragoon? Panzer Dragoon doesn't really have any characters, and it's 5 levels. Once you play those 5 levels, that's it. I suspect this game has... Oh, it says right here, 25 missions, so significantly more gameplay on offer in Shellshock than in Panzer Dragoon. I do like games that let you upgrade your gear with better gear to make future stuff easier. I do like that. So I think I'm going to do this. I think it's going to go between Panzer Dragoon and Virtua Fighter Remix. There we go. Shellshock, our new number 23, a top 25 Sega Saturn game. Honestly, better than I expected. My memories of playing what little of this game that I have were very hazy. I basically remembered nothing about this game. I remembered that it was a tank sim, and that's about it. But yeah, that's surprisingly, you know, it's a little bit simple looking, but It's solid. Nothing really wrong with it. It's a solid little game with an interesting style to it. Cool. All right. Next game. So, with this next game, oh, hang on, did I turn my webcam off? I did, that was dumb. We're going to return, once again, to the world of Capcom fighting games with the original Street Fighter Alpha. There we go. Again, the green screen, the green screen, kind of doing weird stuff to that cover, despite not having not having much green on it at all. Very strange. Whoops. Street Fighter Alpha. Alpha 1 is a game that needed to exist. Because without it, we would not have gotten its sequels. This game is in a similar position to Wipeout 1 and Panzer Dragoon 1, where, original games of very, very beloved series that had to exist in order for the much, much, much better sequels to exist. Uh-oh, hang on. Something is not right. Uh-oh.
Street Fighter Alpha.
There we go. Just had to adjust the overscan there a little bit. Yeah, original Street Fighter Alpha. The second worst Capcom fighting game for the Sega Saturn. But not because it's a bad game. Not because it's a bad game, but because everything else, almost everything else Capcom put out on the Saturn is like... almost every other fighting game Capcom put out on the Saturn is like far, 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 far better than this. Let's leave the difficulty at midway. Very standard controls. Light, medium, heavy, light, medium, heavy. Turbo 1. Alright. A little bit thin on modes, but that's okay. Extremely boring looking loading screen, holy shit. That looks like a placeholder, to be honest. We're just going to go with Ryu. Very standard. Yeah, not many characters in this game. I think there's 12 characters in total, if you include unlockables.
Round 1. Fight!
Oops, that wasn't what I was trying to do at all. Fuck. A little bit too far away. Bitch. Is it just me, or is the video hitching?
Round 2. Fight!
Take it. Take it.
You win!
Yeah, this game's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, it's very light on content and features. That's really my only, like, complaint about the original Street Fighter Alpha. Also, I think most of the characters in Street Fighter Alpha 1 kind of suck. I think they would start adding better characters from Street Fighter 2 onwards.
Round 1. Fight!
Is it just me, or is the video feed hitching? I keep getting the feeling that the playback is not as smooth as it should be, and I'm wondering if, for whatever reason, something is going on with the scaler, and it's... I do not fucking trust this thing just yet. It's got just enough quirks to where I kind of don't trust it.
Hadouken! 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 KO! You win!
So if you do notice like some hitching or dropped frames, that's not the game doing that. That's the scaler.
You win!
Yeah, this game plays perfectly smoothly. Or it's supposed to, at least. If the fucking scaler would do its goddamn job. I will have to do some more fiddling and see if I can iron out some of these issues. Maybe there's a setting I can mess with. It's always the problem when you're making use of new hardware. Perfect, take it.
You win! Perfect! Round 2. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken!
Take it.
KO!
Take it, Sodom, you bitch. Yeah, don't like Birdie, don't like Sodom. I could take or leave Nash or sorry, Charlie, as he's called in the Western versions. Fake Guile.
Round 1. Fight! KO! No! You win!
I do like that and this stage background. When you win the fight, the crowd throws money at you. I think that's a nice touch.
Fight!
Uh-oh. For some reason I couldn't quite get the super out. I don't know. I was whiffing the super a couple times there. I'm like, this is going to be embarrassing if I lose here. So for some reason I just couldn't get the. It was weird, very strange. Yeah, I don't like Adon. I think I don't like playing as Adon. Most of the characters in Street Fighter Alpha 1, I don't enjoy playing as. Most of the holy shit! Look at that character. Oh, look at that profile art. Holy shit!
Round 1. Fight!
Trap him in the corner.
You win!
Also appreciate these giant feet in the background. I love how most of the screen is just taken up by an enormous pair of feet. Okay. Fuck. Missed. There we go. I got a little bit worried there for a second, but no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Adon's moveset is just a little bit hard to predict sometimes. Yeah, I don't like playing as Guy. I think most of the characters in Street Fighter Alpha 1 are just no fun to play as. At least I'm not willing to put the time in to learn their movesets.
Round 1. Fight!
Guy's kind of an arsehole. Oh shit! Fuck off! Uh-oh. Cool.
You lose.
Okay.
Round 2. Fight!
He's just got enough fucking weirdness with his moveset that it's just a little bit tricky. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try again.
Round one. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Okay, I'm dropping frames.
Hadouken!
Okay. There's something wrong with this scaler. It's not it's not doing its job properly.
Round fight! Hadouken!
Okay, I take the chip damage.
Hadouken! You win.
A little tricky, but he's dealt with. Again, there's just a lot of dudes in this game that have just got very, very, like, unusual movesets. Like, Guy's moveset in particular really feels like it was specifically designed to counter a Ryu or a Ken. It definitely feels like that.
Round one. Fight! Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Yeah.
Hadouken! You win.
I also like that if you hit a guy with a fireball at point blank range, it does extra damage and he bursts into flames. That's a nice little touch. I thought he might jump over it. Yeah, not super thrilled with how this new piece of equipment is working out. I may have to switch, do some more. Do some adjustments, because this is not acceptable and we're too deep into this video now to stop, so... Oh no, law!
Round one. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Tiger Brush! Tiger Pro! Tiger Pro! Hadouken! Hadouken! Tiger Hadouken! Hadouken! Tiger Blow!
Ah, I deserve that.
Tiger Blow! Tiger! Hadouken!
I deserve that.
You win!
Not thrilled how
Round 2!
almost all the characters share a background with another character. For some reason I thought I could jump over that tiger.
Hadouken! Tiger Blow!
I can block in the air.
Hadouken!
It's huge.
Hadouken! 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 Tiger Blow! Tiger! Tiger Blow! Hadouken! Hadouken! Tiger! Tiger! KO!
There we go. Got a little bit close there, but I'm alright. I'm okay. Yeah, Alpha 1, like, solid game. Plays well, solid game. It's just lacking in... It's lacking in, like, content and production value. It feels it's an extremely bare bones game. Even when it came out, people thought, it's like, this is neat, but this feels weirdly bare bones compared to other stuff like Capcom has been doing. So, because remember, by the time Alpha 1 came out, like, Capcom had already, like, put out like Darkstalkers 1 and like X-Men Children of the Atom. So if you were to compare those two games, Darkstalkers 1 and X-Men Children of the Atom are far more interesting, far more like higher production value, higher content games than this was. So this game was kind of a disappointment when it first came out. Kind of. I mean, people were like happy with how the game played, but the lack of characters, the lack of variety to the stage backgrounds, because like I said, like almost all the characters share a stage background with another character. So you saw that Charlie and Ken share the same stage background. Like, yeah, there are differences, you know, but Charlie has the crowd that throws money, and Ken has that one dude who's dancing to his stereo, but it's the same background. Birdie and the fuck is her name? Who's the woman? I forget the woman's name. The psychic lady with the purple hair. I don't remember her name. They share the same background, you know. It's Guy and no, it's hang on, let me, I forget, I'm forgetting names for some reason. Okay, so Birdie and Rose share a background. Sagat and Adon share a background. Charlie and Ken share a background. I want to say Ryu and Guy have the same background as well, although I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, we're not playing any more of this. We're done. Yeah, it seems very. It's very content light. It's very lean. There we go. That's a more forgiving term for it. It's very lean. The basic gameplay is very good and tight. It feels good, but it needs more. It needs more, a little bit more of everything. It needs more characters. It needs more stage variety. It needs more modes. It just needs a little bit more production value in general. And then you've got a fucking video game. What I'm saying is Street Fighter Alpha 1 crawled so Alpha 2 could run. And then Alpha 3 could do, I don't know, mid-air pirouettes. But yeah, you see what I mean? How Alpha 1 is in kind of the same situation as a Wipeout 1 or a Panzer Dragoon 1, in which the first game came out and was relatively well liked, but then the sequels completely overshadowed it. You know, once Wipeout 2 came out, no one gave a shit about Wipeout 1. Once Panzer Dragoon 2 came out, no one gave a shit about Panzer Dragoon 1. Once Street Fighter Alpha 2 comes out, no one will give a shit about Alpha 1. Which, you know, it is a very, very, very important and crucial first step to those much, much better sequels. But I would say Alpha 1, Street Fighter Alpha 1 is a better first game than either Panzer Dragoon 1 or Wipeout 1. You know what I mean? It's the core experience is a little bit sharp, a little bit tighter, a little bit more well crafted than those other two first games. So with that in mind, I'm going to start this out by saying that I think Street Fighter Alpha 1 is a better game than Wipeout. Or at least the Sega Saturn version of Wipeout. I'm going to say it's a better game than Hebereke's Papa Ito. Despite how incredibly lean it is, I'm going to say I like it more than Mystaria: The Realms of Lore. But do I like it more than Golden Axe the Duel? Now, Golden Axe the Duel is a game that I would not describe as lean. I would describe a game like Golden Axe the Duel as going for it, trying as hard as it can to impress. How many characters does Golden Axe the Duel have? I think it's got more. I think it's got more characters, at least to start off with, than Street Fighter Alpha. Because Street Fighter Alpha, you start off with 10, and you can unlock 2 more. I think you can unlock Bison, and I think people on their fucking motorbikes, I swear. You can unlock Bison, and I think it's an early version of Dan? I think? I don't remember what the other one was. I think it's Dan. I don't think it's Akuma. I don't think Akuma is in Alpha 1. I think Akuma starts from Alpha 2. I want to say it's like an early weird version of Dan in Alpha 1. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Golden Axe the Duel has more selectable characters. Let me just confirm that quickly. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hang on. No, that's a shitty Google AI answer. That's not actually worth a damn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 10. It's got the same number of characters. It's got 10. It's got 10 same. Okay, it's got 10 characters, the same as Street Fighter Alpha 1, but it's just got more production value in general. I feel like there's more animation, there's more going on in terms of like stage backgrounds, variety in animation. It's trying to do more visually than Alpha 1. But then again, I do not think the core game, like I do not think the core fighting system of Golden Axe the Duel is as good as Alpha 1. Because like I said, Alpha 1 is very lean content-wise. But the gameplay is fucking nailed. It is. They nailed that shit. It is incredibly tight feeling. Is an incredibly tight feeling like fighting system. Which I think is more satisfying to engage with than Golden Axe the Duel. Okay, let's put a ceiling on this. I think Virtua Fighter 2 is a better game than Street Fighter Alpha 1. I have more love and affection for Shinobi X than I do Alpha 1, despite Shinobi X being kind of a little bit of a mess in terms of its mechanics. Like you can kind of slop your way through Shinobi X. Shinobi X does not require a huge amount of precision to finish. It's not a super precise game, but it is a very fun and entertaining game. I think. I like Alpha 1 more than I like Magic Carpet. And I like Alpha 1 more than I like Worms. I like Darius Gaiden more than I like Street Fighter Alpha. Darius Gaiden has just got such a great sense of style to it. But it's bizarre fish spaceships and its insane operatic soundtrack and its level selecting system, which can result in multiple like 8 different final bosses. I think it's 8. I think it's 8. Or is it 7? I don't remember. Yeah, I think Darius Gaiden is a better game than Alpha 1. I think Alpha 1 is a better game than the kind of questionable port of Daytona USA. I would rather play Alpha 1 than the extremely questionable port of SimCity 2000. Even though it is SimCity 2000, I do love SimCity 2000. The Saturn port, despite being one of the better console ports of the era, still not the far from the best way to play that game. I think Alpha 1 is overall a better game than Theme Park. Much as I love Theme Park, I love my Street Fighter a little bit more than that. A little bit more, at least. My opinion on Parodius is, I think, the same as it is for Darius Gaiden. This game has just got such a unique and special, like, sense of style to it that even though I'm not super great at it, I enjoy it immensely. I just enjoy looking at this game. Like, I would say 50% of the fun of playing Parodius is just looking at Parodius. It is... its whole everything it's got going on, its soundtrack, its visuals, its insane boss design. Beautiful, beautiful pixel art. So I think I like the Parodius collection more than I like Alpha 1. Which brings us to Virtua Cop 1. Would I rather play Alpha 1 or Virtua Cop 1? Like Alpha 1, Virtua Cop 1 is another game that would be almost completely overshadowed by its sequel. But Virtua Cop 1 is also a great game, just a great game overall. God, this is actually tough, actually. This is hard for me. Virtua Cop 1 or Alpha 1? Fuck. I'm sure there are people watching this who are screaming their personal choice at me. At the screen right now, saying, you should... it's better. It's worse. You know. I don't know, because I really like Virtua Cop 1. It's so fucking charming. It's got very tight gameplay. Very, very, very charming, like, visual style. Or just aesthetic style in general. Great soundtrack. Fuck. So here's the thing. I like Virtua Cop 1's visual style and soundtrack more than Street Fighter Alpha 1's like style and soundtrack. But I like Alpha 1's gameplay more than I like Virtua Cop's. I guess that technically answers the question, doesn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, they're games, so what really matters is how much do you like playing it. Most of all, right? It's like... like I mentioned before in one of the previous videos, is there's this battle going on in my head between mechanics and style. It's like mechanics versus style, you know. And don't get me wrong, the alpha games have got great style, but Virtua Cop is so fucking camp and goofy, and it's like a playable Saturday morning cartoon. It's dumb, in like a really, really charming way. In that like very, very charming mid-90s Sega arcade game way, you know, like a Daytona USA or a Virtua Fighter 2. Very bright colours, bright blue skies, dumb characters, like silly character designs, but like lovably dumb and silly. That's really, just really, really fucking charming. Both games play great. Fuck. If there was more than just... If I liked the character roster in Alpha 1 more than half of the character roster in Alpha 1 I don't like playing as. The only characters I like playing as are Ryu, Ken, Chun-Li and Sagat. Those are the only 4 characters I even want to touch. I ever even want to touch in Alpha 1. Maybe, if I'm in the mood, maybe Charlie. Maybe. No, I can't fight my heart. Part of me deep down inside loves Virtua Cop 1 more than Alpha 1. So there we go. Just squeezing in, just into the top 10. Street Fighter Alpha Warrior's Dreams is our new number 10. Congratulations to Street Fighter Alpha 1 for making it into the top 10. You're probably not going to stay there very long. It's a cool game. Alpha 1 is a cool game. It is completely and thoroughly overshadowed by everything that came after it. I'm hitting save. All right. Next game. I've got to move on. So, our third and final game this week is something a little bit different. It is another Crystal Dynamics game. You know, the makers of Total Eclipse. No, not Total Eclipse. Titan Wars. Is it Total Eclipse is the... Solar Eclipse is the US title of Titan Wars. And also the developers of Gex and Off-World Interceptor Extreme. A very all-over-the-place developer. Hang on. Change the box art. Here we go. Okay. So this next game from them is a little strategy game called... Where is it? The Horde. Now you should ignore the box art I've got up there, because the box art I've got up there has got a little sticker on it that says it's the French language version. My version is indeed the English language version, as you can tell by the little Union Jack on the sticker. So, slight difference in what is on the case. And it's another Silicon Knights joint. Hey, Silicon Knights, remember them? Is there a demonstration? Oh, there is. Okay. Like a lot of Crystal Dynamics output, this originally came to the 3DO and then was very quickly ported to other systems.
Play ball!
Crystal Dynamics 32-bit lineup with all the nose bleeding, brain bruising, and eye-grabbing power that you'd expect from the leader. 3rd generation 32-bit software. In your face.
Turn that down a little bit. Hey, we played that one. Legacy of Kain is not on Sega Saturn.
Are there any other games we could play?
Shut up, Bobby. You always were a pain in the ass.
Not a good game. Hey, that's a game we haven't seen yet.
I think he's dead.
Hey, pal. Walk it off.
What an embarrassing trailer. My God. That's your mid-1990s video game marketing for you. Just very embarrassing from top to bottom. There we go. Toys for Bob! Oh my God! I didn't know that this was Toys for Bob! Oh no!
Once upon a time, in a distant...
I mean, I don't mean oh no, I mean, like, oh no, because I didn't know.
Named Chauncey.
Please, continue, Chancellor.
So there we are. The delegation from Borgo on one side, the congregation from Shmoo on the other. Now the High Priestess of Shmoo, as you know, considers herself to be so beautiful as to entrance all her devotees. Now has the appearance of a large, drowning rodent. She, having been bathed in wine at the hands of the Borgonian ambassador's wife. The words that spewed forth from this saintly maiden's mouth were of sort as to make the most hardened warrior's ears to burn. On hearing this, the ambassador, who's had too much wine to drink, springs forth, dagger in hand, onto the table to defend the honor of his betrothed.
The king is choking!
Squarely in the middle of a kidney pie.
Your Majesty!
Slips,
Your Majesty!
tossing his dagger to the king. The boy is attacking the king. Guards! Guards!
Your Majesty!
You dare attack the king?
No!
For this, I will shall see you die slowly.
No!
Nonsense! The lad saved my life! What is your name, boy?
Chauncey, sir. My lord. Your Highness, sir.
And where do you hail from?
Well, I have no home, sire. I was raised by a kind herd of wild cows.
Okay.
Well, from this day forward, you are Sir Chauncey. I dub thee Knight of the Realm and grant you vast tracts of land in the Shinto Plains, along with the use of my mighty sword, Grim Thwacker. It served me well in defending the kingdom from the evil, insatiable, terrifying Horde.
Horde?
Okay. What an intro. Alright, so according to the Wikipedia, this game was originally developed by Toys for Bob for the 3DO and was ported to the Sega Saturn by Silicon Knights. Uh-oh. It's fade to black because we took too long. No, don't let it. And this is... The Horde is Toys for Bob's third game after Star Control and Star Control 2. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Toys for Bob were the developers of the Skylander games. You remember Skylanders? Also, they are the developers of the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon remakes for Last Generation, which were both extremely good, especially the Spyro one.
I am Cronus Mela, the King's High Chancellor. His Majesty has asked that I give you this deed to the Shinto Plains. Garden spot of the kingdom.
Really?
Trust me. Yes.
Going to New Village. This game's got charm. It's trying. It's really trying. Shinto Plains, Spring, Year 1. Protect your house and crops. Also, I like how this game has no tutorial, doesn't teach you how to do anything. So you have to read the manual to understand what the fuck is going on. Okay. General game commands. Start, pause, okay. Building a village. Move around the map with the D-pad. Select an item in place with the A button. Activate/deactivate the toolbox, the B button. Cycle through items, the D-pad while the toolbox is active. Choose a displayed item, the A button while the toolbox is active. Return to map control, the B button, without changing toolbox item. Slow time to half speed. B button when in zoom view. Okay, how do I activate zoom view? Toggle to zoom or eagle eye map view. D-pad up and down. Okay. Okay. Half speed. So this game's kind of a... I guess you could kind of call it like a proto tower defense. Because I mean, not necessarily a tower defense, but like you have to build defenses in order to hold off waves of enemies. It's interesting. Hang on. I get a spike. We block off that path with some spikes. But we've only got so much money, you see. We've got some money for a fence. So we want to try and like... We want to try and like force the enemies to come through like narrow channels so we can deal with them. Yes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Year 1, 5 Hordelings approach. So we don't have much money for defences, so we can't really build much. And then so after the building phase, we've got the action phase where we actually control Chauncey with his big sword, and we have to run around and try and kill all of the Hordelings before they destroy our village. And so in the action phase, move with the D-pad, attack with the A button, activate, deactivate weapons with the B button if you have them, cycle through items, D-pad, left, right, weapons box, active, choose displayed item. We actually don't have anything. And B button to slow to half speed. Okay. Okay, from the north. Okay. We didn't do too well. We lost some crops. We lost a tree. Both villagers survived. 4 crowns. Upcoming taxes. Minus 20. Save 20 crowns for taxes at winter's end. So this is the thing. We need to build defences for our village, but while also generating money to not only buy better defences, but in order to pay taxes at the end, which is a little tough. So we're not going to build anything. So I think we're just going to skip to the battle phase. So we can either manually skip to the battle phase, or there is a time limit. You see that egg timer? That sound timer, rather, to the left of the toolbox. Okay, crops are growing, so I wonder if... I forget. I've played this game exactly once before, and I played it for an hour, and I don't think I fully understood it then, so I've got really no memories to fall back on. Alright. Okay. Well, most of them killed themselves in the river, which is good. So only 2 of them actually made it to the village, and yeah. So if a Hordeling eats one of your villagers, you have a limited amount of time to save him before he's digested. So if you can kill the Hordeling before he digests the villager, the villager will survive, but you haven't got a lot of time. FNN.
Ranchers have been celebrating an unusually high birth rate among cows this year. But the party ended today when they found they were up to their noses in fertilizer. Luckily, farmers have agreed to buy it all, and forecasts predict a superior crop next year.
FNN, would that be the Farming News Network or the Fantasy News Network? Okay. Very strange. This game is very strange. Cows are a good long-term investment. Okay, so... it's 100 coins to buy 1 cow, so... Oh, village is getting bigger now. I'm not 100% sure what direction the Horde will be coming from. So, I guess... it's like 10... it's 10 gold to build a pit? So I'm not even sure I want to do that. And we do keep the defences from last time, so... Well, we're out of money, so we got to do something. Alright. 7 Hordelings. Alright. We lost 6 crops. But we gained 72 crowns. That's good. Chop down trees for cash. Replace with saplings. Oh! So I'm guessing we can plant trees. And of course it takes time for the trees to grow. Then we can chop down those trees and get extra money. That's... Alright, okay, okay. Let's build some... build some traps. Let's try to defend our crops a little bit. I don't know which direction they're going to come from, that's the problem. If the game could give us some kind of like early hint as to what directions they're going to come from, that would really help you like focus where you want to build your traps. 8 Hordelings approach, okay. Oh no, fuck. What? Okay. Okay, so we lost 7 crops, but we gained 37 crowns. Tax time. Now I wonder if the taxes go up over the time. I wonder if after each year the money they want from you increases. Okay, and you can also certain to send any Hordeling into a hunger frenzy. 13 secret, almost legal spices. What? Ring of teleportation. We don't have the money for this. A quick twist of this mystic ring and presto, a truly modern convenience. Le Bombe. The latest invention from overseas, a real blast. Night contract. Ah. So you can hire guards to help you defend the village. Oh, again, we got no money. Masonic secrets. Good fences make good neighbours, but big stone walls stop hungry Hordelings. Okay. Yeah, we've got no money. We've got like 17 gold. We've got nothing. Yeah, we've got no. Leave shop. Oh God. Okay. I need money, which means I need... okay, I'm gonna... dig 1 spike pit. Here. I'm going to increase the size of the spike pit. Okay. So then I've got no money left, so shit. Alright, bring it on. 6 Hordelings. Okay, that's not a lot. That's not a lot. Okay, that's fine. We did okay. Upcoming tax is 70 gold. Oh, that's fucked. Crops, we lost 6. Seems they go for the crops first. It seems to be their first target, the crops. So can I cut these trees down now for money, or do I have to wait another... How many... What I want to know is how many turns do I have to wait before I cut these down for money? Let's try... I mean, what if I was to say cut one down now? What would that do for me? Okay. So... our gold total actually went up by 5 gold, so... Yeah, okay, so we get a little bit of extra. A little bit of extra cash. That's cool. Alright, let's try and defend the... try and save up some money. 8 Hordelings. There's probably like a better way to do this and plan out the traps and, you know, force the Hordelings to come through specific channels. Uh-oh, he digested one of my villagers. Fucker. I lost a villager. I took too long to save him.
Search parties have been deployed looking for the kingdom's tax collectors, who have been missing since the beginning of tax season. The king has decreed that if they are not found soon, there will be no taxes this year. The royal tax collector could not comment as he was all tied up.
Okay. Alright, now we've got a little bit of money. Oh man, I'm going to build some more spike traps. I'm going to build one here. 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 This side is mostly covered by water. As the village expands, my ability to defend it becomes a problem, because then I have to run backwards and forwards more and more to save what I have. Oh shit! I might need to look at some strategy videos for this game. I'm sure there are some on YouTube. There have to be. There have to be people who have mastered this game, who have made videos describing how to play this game effectively on YouTube. This just seems like something that obviously exists. No, shit. get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Just ran out of time. 8 Hordelings approach. Fuck. Oh shit. Get away. It takes you so fucking long to see where shit is because you move so slowly. Okay. Well, that was terrible. That's all I'm going to spend. Put some spike traps down. 8 Hordelings. Right there. Fuckers. Okay. We lost 1 villager, we lost 1 tree, and we lost 13 crops, but we gained 149 crowns. Due to our good king's generosity, no taxes are due. Bah. Okay, that's alright, that's cool. Huh. Okay, this seems like a lure. Like, this is like an item you would place down that would then attract enemies to it. Maybe. That seems what that is. Can't afford to learn the secret of building walls. Yeah, there we go. Save. To delete all non-Horde saved games, press left shift and right shift together. That seems fucking dangerous. That seems like a terrible thing to... Holy shit. Imagine if you accidentally did that. Imagine if you accidentally just, you know, fiddling with your controller and you just happen to press both shoulder buttons at the same time. And it just... I sure hope if you do that, it brings up like a little window saying, "Are you sure?" I really hope it does that, because that would be a really shitty way to accidentally delete all your save games. I hope the developers were smart enough to include a "Are you sure?" box. Okay. Grimthwacker. Very magical sword given to you by the king. Part steel, part demon, all sharp. Automatically transfers gold into mana, pure magical energy to your magical powers. Mum. You keep this small portrait of your adopted mother by your heart at all times. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess our character did say that they were adopted by cows. Huh. This game's weird. This game's so strange. I'm going to invest in a cow. Because I have to imagine that these can be eaten by the Horde. Oh god, look at that thing. Even appears on the map as well, that's funny. Okay. 7 Hordelings. We have to protect the cow because that's our big investment. Okay, all the Hordelings are coming from the north, it seems. Fucking move! Ow! 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 The controls are a little bit iffy. Sometimes you get stuck in like the use an item screen, and then well, not screen, but you know, mode, and while you're in that mode you can't move, and it's like a little bit frustrating. Okay, we can. Looks like I think we can build defenses. Okay. Are there any trees we can cut down? Okay. This guy looks ready to go. Okay. 4 Hordelings. Just 4. Okay. Seems very light. But they all come from different angles. 1, 2, 3. Where's the 4th one? Ow! Fuck. That guy up the top left there. He's taking a very long time to make his way. Why is that? Oh, he's a big boy! Fuck. Oh, he takes him up. Oh, you died. Okay. I think every time you...
Chauncey's been killed?
Yes, sire. The mighty Grim Thwacker will thwack the Horde no more.
This is a national tragedy.
Oh, yes. Poor Chauncey. So about his real estate holdings, Your Highness.
I think when you take a hit, you lose money. And if you run out of money, you just die. Interesting. What a strange but interesting game. What a weird thing. What a weird thing this is. I feel like if the interface and the controls were tightened up just a little bit, this game would be like a Dark Horse classic, you know? Like, it's just kind of awkward to control enough that it's like a little bit it's a little bit frustrating. Anyway, where on the list does the Horde go? I like it more than Titan Wars, another Crystal Dynamics classic. I like it more than Mansion of Hidden Souls. I like it more than True Pinball. I like it more than Hang On GP96. Let's put a roof on this. I don't think it's as good as Wipeout. I don't think it's as good as Valora Valley Golf. It's here somewhere. It's in the 20s. I would rather play the Horde than Street Fighter the movie. It's not as good as Virtua Fighter 1. I think Shellshock has just got better. The part where you interact with Shellshock just feels better than the Horde. The Horde's got some... The Horde is like got some really, really good ideas. Like, it's a really cool idea. And it's got very, you know... Hang on a sec. It's got some really cool ideas, And I like the presentation. I like the FMV. The FMV is very good. It's some of the best FMV we've seen yet. But the part where you play the Horde, the part where you have to manually run around and hit stuff with a sword feels like shit. The basic attack interaction, the basic interaction during the attack phase does not feel good at all. So I would rather play Panzer Dragoon 1. I would rather play Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. God. Did I say Pebble Beach? Because I'm thinking about it again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would. Not 100% sure I would take it over Pebble Beach. I think Gex is a better game, control-wise. Gex is just very, very like sharp, responsive controls. It's the worst Street Fighter. Well, it's actually the second worst Street Fighter. Street Fighter 1 is worse, but Street Fighter the movie still kind of plays like a shitty version of Super Turbo, so I would rather do that. I think Wing Arms is a better game. Which brings it down to Pebble Beach. Is it better or worse than Pebble Beach? This is another example of a game that has like way more charm than like, you know, it's far more charming than it is like mechanically competent. It's because it's a great idea, right? You're building defenses around your village to fend off a horde of monsters with money that you earn from the crops and livestock that you successfully defend. But you also have to make sure you have enough money at the end of the year to pay your taxes. That's fine. If that was just a game where you were just building defenses and then letting those defenses deal with the oncoming monsters, that would be fine. The part where you have to manually run around and try and hit things with a sword feels like shit. If that wasn't in the game, and the game was more about you just building defenses and hiring soldiers, instead of having to manually run around and do it yourself, I think I would be way more into this game. The part where you have to control it yourself feels just bad enough that I kind of dread doing it. But everything else is such a good idea, and it's got like such like, I don't know, good presentation to it. It's hard to get mad at it too much. Fuck. I think Pebble Beach Golf Links is a very good golf game. And it does have our best buddy and pal Craig Stadler. I think I like the Horde a little bit more. I think the Horde is a slightly more interesting game. Yeah. So, our new number 30. A top 30 Sega Saturn game for now. The Horde by Toys for Bob and Crystal Dynamics and Silicon Knights, strangely enough. Yeah. Cool, interesting, if extremely flawed game. I dig it. I do. Anyway, that is it for today. Next week, we're going to be doing a 0.5 episode, which means we will be spending the entire video on just one game. I'm not going to let you know exactly what that game is, but it is a sequel to a game we've already played. In fact, a game that has been mentioned on this very video. So I'll let you try and figure out what that is. And I will also spend the week trying to iron out some of the kinks in this upscaler. This new upscaler I bought. It is very good in one specific aspect, but everything else is kind of like it's kind of not quite as reliable or as good as the FrameMeister. I'm very mixed. I might just have to switch back to the FrameMeister for now and then use it only for the games that it will excel at displaying. So, oh well, we'll see. We'll have to see. Anyway, that's it from me. As always, I am the Real Blue Dragon. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully I shall see you next time. Goodbye.